Do your legs ever feel heavy, numb, or even cold, almost like your circulation just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you've noticed it when you get up from your chair and those first few steps feel stiff, or when you're lying in bed at night and your feet just can't seem to warm up. It's frustrating, isn't it? You start to wonder, is this just part of getting older, or is my body trying to tell me something more serious? Now, imagine if I told you there's a simple drink, something you can make right in your own kitchen, that could actually help clear out clogged leg arteries, improve your blood flow, and bring life back to your legs. Sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change the way you feel every single day. Here's the truth, poor circulation is not just about a little discomfort. It's about so much more. When blood flow slows down, it's not just your legs that suffer. It steals your energy, it makes walking harder, and it slowly chips away at something we all value deeply, your independence. Because when your legs can't carry you the way they used to, simple things like shopping, visiting friends, or even moving around your own home start to feel like big challenges. That's why today's video is so important. By the end of our time together, you'll discover the #1 drink that can help clear your arteries and restore healthy circulation. I'll walk you through the science of why it works, share the mistakes you need to avoid, and give you a clear picture of how to use it in your daily life. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt that tingling sensation in your feet, or noticed your toes getting colder than the rest of your body? If that sounds familiar, type "I'm here" in the comments. And while you're at it, make sure you hit subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide, where every day we bring you practical tips to keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your life filled with confidence. And listen closely, this part is crucial. Missing the early signs of poor circulation isn't just about being uncomfortable. It can mean dangerous falls, losing your mobility, or even being forced to give up the independence you've worked your whole life to protect. That's why I always tell people, don't wait until it's too late. After you finish watching this video, go to the description and check out the 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence Challenge. It's already helping seniors everywhere take back control of their strength, their balance, and their freedom. So, are you ready? Let's dive in and uncover the simple drink that could be the game changer your body has been waiting for. Now let's talk about why this really happens in the first place. Picture this for a moment. An older gentleman, let's call him John. For years, John loved taking evening walks around his neighborhood. It was his quiet time, his way to relax and clear his head. But lately, something has changed. After just a block or two, his calves start cramping. His legs feel heavy, almost like he's dragging weights behind him. He has to stop, rub his legs, and catch his breath before he can keep going. What used to be a simple, joyful routine has turned into a daily struggle. And here's the thing, John isn't alone. This happens to so many seniors. And most of the time, people shrug it off and say, well, I guess that's just part of getting older. But let me be very clear with you, that's not the whole truth. Here's what's really going on inside the body. As we age, our arteries, those little highways that carry blood throughout your body, start to stiffen. Plaque, made up of fats and cholesterol, can build up on the artery walls. Slowly, the space where blood can flow becomes narrower and narrower. And when less blood reaches your legs, you feel the results: cramping, numbness, tingling, cold feet, even wounds that take forever to heal. Now, here's where so many people make a dangerous mistake. They assume poor circulation is just an inevitable part of aging. They think, my legs hurt because I'm old, that's all there is to it. But circulation loss is not normal aging. It's a warning sign. It's your body's way of saying, something's wrong. Pay attention before it gets worse. So how do you know if your circulation is slipping? Start by noticing the little things. Are your feet often colder than the rest of your body? Do your legs cramp when you walk but feel better after resting? Have you noticed small cuts or bruises on your legs taking longer than usual to heal? These are not just minor annoyances. These are early red flags. And the good news? Once you recognize those signs, you can do something about it. You don't have to wait until walking even short distances feels impossible. You don't have to wait until a doctor gives you bad news. There are steps you can take right now to help your body restore blood flow and protect your independence. So, what can you do about it? That's where today's powerful drink comes in. So, let's get into the part you've been waiting for. The drink. The simple, everyday remedy that can make a real difference in your circulation. It's beetroot juice. Yes, humble, earthy, bright red beets, turned into a simple juice, can be one of the most powerful natural tools for clearing your arteries and restoring blood flow. And here's the best part, you can even add a squeeze of lemon or a bit of ginger to make it more refreshing and even more effective. Now, I want you to picture this. In one study, seniors who had been struggling with walking were asked to drink a glass of beet juice every day. At first, they were skeptical. Some of them said, "Juice? Really? That's not going to help me walk any better." But within just a few weeks, something remarkable happened. They noticed they could walk farther without stopping. Their legs didn't cramp as quickly. Some even reported feeling more energetic and steady on their feet. Imagine going from having to pause every block to strolling confidently down the street again. That's the kind of difference it made. But why does this little drink work so well? Let me break it down in simple terms. Beets are packed with something called natural nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide does something incredible. It relaxes and opens up your blood vessels, like widening a road so more cars can pass through. The result? Blood flows more easily, oxygen reaches your muscles faster, and your legs start to feel lighter, stronger, and more alive. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people believe medication is the only way to fix circulation problems. And while yes, medication can be important in many cases, what you eat and drink can play a huge role too. Think of it this way, every sip of beet juice is like giving your arteries a little boost, a natural nudge to help them stay open and flexible. It's not a magic pill, but it's a powerful support your body can actually use. So, how do you start? Keep it simple. A small glass in the morning is enough to get those benefits. It's like giving your legs a head start for the day, improving oxygen delivery before you even take your first walk. And if the taste of plain beet juice feels too strong, don't worry. Mix it with carrot juice, apple juice, or that squeeze of lemon I mentioned earlier. Even a little ginger can add a nice kick while boosting circulation further. But before you rush to the store and stock up on beets, there's something important you need to keep in mind. But here's the part that most people don't realize. Even with something as natural and powerful as beet juice, there are mistakes you can make. And if you don't know them, you might give up too soon, or worse, cause more problems than you solve. Let me share a story. There was a woman, we'll call her Margaret. She had heard about beet juice for circulation and thought, if one glass is good, then 2 or 3 must be even better. So she jumped right in, drinking large glasses every day. At first, she felt fine, but within a week, she started feeling lightheaded and her stomach was constantly unsettled. Instead of feeling stronger, she felt weaker. She ended up quitting completely, convinced that beet juice just didn't work for her. But the truth is, it wasn't the beets that failed her, it was the way she used them. You see, beet juice is powerful because of its high nitrate content. But when you drink too much, too fast, it can actually lower your blood pressure more quickly than your body is ready for. For some seniors, that means dizziness, lightheadedness, or even a risk of fainting. And let's be honest, the last thing you need is to stand up, lose your balance, and risk a dangerous fall. On top of that, beets are very fibrous, and drinking them in excess can upset digestion, leaving you bloated or uncomfortable. This is where a big misconception comes in. So many people believe the phrase, "more is better." But when it comes to circulation in your body, that's simply not true. More is not better. The right amount is better. Moderation is what allows your body to adapt and respond in a healthy way. So, here's my advice: don't start with a giant glass of beet juice. Start small. Half a cup each day is enough to begin with. Let your body get used to it. Notice how you feel. If you enjoy the taste and your body responds well, you can slowly increase it. And if the earthy flavor feels too strong, don't give up. Mix it with carrot juice for a smoother taste, apple juice for a little sweetness, or lemon for a refreshing twist. Even a bit of ginger can cut through that earthy flavor and add another boost for circulation. The goal isn't to overwhelm your body. The goal is to gently, consistently support your circulation in a way that your body can handle day after day. That's where the real magic happens, not in rushing, but in consistency. Now let's talk about the results you can actually expect when you start making this a part of your daily routine. So now you may be wondering, if I start drinking this, how will I know it's really working? What should I be looking out for? Let me share a story about a couple I spoke with, Frank and Linda. They had been married for over 50 years, and like many seniors, they both struggled with circulation problems. Frank would often complain about his feet being ice cold at night, no matter how many blankets he used. Linda, on the other hand, dreaded walking to the corner store because her legs cramped halfway there. After learning about beet juice, they decided to give it a try, just half a glass in the morning with breakfast. At first, nothing seemed different. A few days went by and Frank still reached for his thick socks. Linda still felt that pinch in her calves. But here's what's important: they didn't stop. They kept at it, and by the end of the second week, little changes started to appear. Frank noticed his feet weren't as cold at bedtime. Linda realized she could walk just a bit farther before the cramping started. By the end of the month, those small improvements had grown. Warmer feet, fewer cramps, and even more energy throughout the day. It wasn't dramatic all at once, but step by step, their bodies were responding. And that's how circulation works. When you give your body the right support, it takes time, but it begins to heal. Scientifically, here's what's happening: better circulation means more oxygen is reaching your tissues. Oxygen is like fuel for your muscles and your skin. With more of it, your muscles get stronger, your skin heals faster, and the pain you once felt starts to ease. Even your energy levels rise because your body isn't struggling to deliver what your cells need. But let's clear up a big misconception here. Too many people expect overnight miracles. They drink one glass of beet juice and the next morning they think, "Why aren't my legs better yet?" That's not how it works. Circulation doesn't repair itself in a day. It's a gradual process. Think of it like watering a dry plant. One sip won't bring it back to life, but consistent care will. So here's my advice: if you want to see results, pair your daily drink with a few simple habits. Take short walks each day to keep blood flowing. Stay hydrated, because water keeps your blood moving smoothly. And when you're resting, elevate your legs to help blood return to the heart. These small steps combined with your daily glass can create real, lasting change. But here's the thing you absolutely need to know: there's one hidden enemy that can undo all the good you're trying to achieve. I remember a message I received from a viewer not too long ago. She said, "I've been drinking beet juice every single day, just like you suggested, but my legs are still weak. I don't feel any stronger. Did I do something wrong?" And when I asked her about the rest of her diet, the answer became crystal clear. Every morning started with a can of soda. Lunch usually meant something fried. And dinner often came from a frozen box, loaded with salt and preservatives. Here's the truth: you can't outdrink a poor diet. You can't pour beet juice into your body while filling the rest of it with sugar, fried foods, and processed meats, and expect circulation to magically improve. It doesn't work that way. Let me explain why. When you eat processed foods that are high in salt and sugar, your arteries become inflamed. The walls stiffen, the blood vessels narrow, and instead of relaxing and opening up, they get tighter. It's like trying to run water through a garden hose that's been pinched closed. No matter how much beet juice you drink, if those arteries are under constant attack from poor food choices, you won't feel the benefits. This is the trap so many people fall into. They think, if I just add one healthy habit, it will cancel out all the bad ones. But your body doesn't work in cancellations, it works in balance. If you want to see your circulation truly improve, you have to remove what's causing the damage while adding what helps. So, here's my advice to you. Keep the beet juice, but also start making simple swaps. Instead of soda, reach for water or a homemade fruit-infused drink. Replace fried foods with baked or steamed versions that let the natural flavor shine through. Trade processed meats for fresh fish or lean chicken. And bring more heart-friendly foods onto your plate: leafy greens, berries, nuts, whole grains. These aren't just healthy choices, they're circulation-friendly choices. Because when you combine the drink that supports your arteries with the foods that protect them, you create a powerful foundation for healing. That's when your legs start to feel lighter, your walks become easier, and your confidence in your own body begins to return. So now you know the drink that helps, the mistakes to avoid, and how to tell it's working. But let's step back for a moment and talk about why this really matters. Watching your legs grow weaker, or noticing that your energy isn't what it used to be, can be heartbreaking. It can make you feel like life is slipping out of your control, like you're slowly losing the freedom to move, to walk, to live the way you want. And I know how frightening that thought can be. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to: knowledge like this gives you back control. Every step you take, every small choice you make, it matters. You're not powerless. You're not just a passenger watching your health decline. You're in the driver's seat, and your body is still waiting for the right kind of support. Instead of looking at circulation problems as a sign of weakness, reframe it. Think of it as your body waving a flag, asking for care. It's not punishment, it's opportunity. Your heart, your blood vessels, your legs, they're all still capable of healing. They're waiting for you to give them the right tools. Better nourishment, a little more movement, a little more hydration, and yes, even that simple glass of beet juice in the morning. And that's the beauty of it: you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You don't have to run marathons or cook complicated meals. It begins with one action. Something as small as saying, "Today, I'll add one glass with breakfast and see how my body responds." That's not a burden, that's a gift you give yourself. And here's the part one don't want you to forget: you don't need to feel helpless. You don't need to sit and watch your independence fade away. Even the smallest change, repeated over time, builds into powerful results. Warmth comes back into your feet. Strength returns in your legs. And slowly, but surely, you begin to reclaim confidence in what your body can do. Now, if you're ready to go a little deeper, if you want step-by-step guidance to make those changes stick, I want to invite you to check out the 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence challenge in the description below. Each day, you'll take just one small action, nothing overwhelming, nothing impossible, and by the end, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Because this isn't just about blood flow. This is about holding on to the freedom to walk, to stand tall, to live fully. And you deserve that. So today, we covered some truly important ground together. We looked at why circulation declines as we age, and how something as simple as stiffening arteries and poor blood flow can steal away our freedom if we ignore it. We uncovered the number one drink that science shows can help restore that blood flow: beetroot juice, with the option of lemon or ginger for even more support. We talked about the common mistakes to avoid, because too much of a good thing can sometimes set you back. We also explored the real signs that your circulation is improving, warmer feet, less cramping, more energy, and how those changes don't happen overnight, but gradually, with consistency. And finally, we uncovered the hidden enemy, those processed foods loaded with sugar and salt that quietly undo all the progress you're making. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these stood out the most? Was it the reminder that circulation problems are not just a normal part of aging? Or maybe the simple fact that one glass of beet juice in the morning could change the way your legs feel throughout the day? Have you tried beet juice before, or do you have another home remedy that has worked for you? Maybe it's walking, maybe it's herbal tea, maybe it's something passed down from your parents or grandparents. Share it in the comments below. Because your story could be the exact encouragement someone else needs to finally take action. If this video helped you, I invite you to like it and subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide. This channel is here for you every single day, with practical, senior-focused health tips that are easy to follow and designed to help you stay strong, stay confident, and live with independence. But before you go, I need you to hear this: don't just click away and forget. Every week that you wait, your body loses just a little more strength, a little more circulation, and a little more balance. Small changes now can prevent big struggles later. Go to the description right now and join the 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence Challenge. One small step each day is all it takes to start building back the strength and freedom you deserve. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay informed, and remember, your best days are still ahead of you. I'll see you in the next video.